better public transport links.
Less vehicles on the road.
A quicker response to travel issues.
Improving the service, making it affordable for people.
All the power we need from renewable sources.
Local development, local jobs, local access to the things that we need. Try to keep the resources within Wales so that they can benefit Wales rather than having to send our money outside and let other people take advantage of that.
I want to see the community coming together and using its voice and finding its own way to make changes locally.
We'd like to see more individuals get involved and it to be a subject that we consider throughout everything that we think about, whether that's planning within the town or housing.
The one thing that I would want to make happen would be to have a real emphasis on rewarding people and organizations for doing their part to generate local jobs and to keep purchasing and resources from Wales in Wales.
Look at better local jobs. There's just nothing here, and that's no exaggeration. There's literally nothing in my local area that you could do without having to drive your car.
In order to tackle the climate and nature crisis in a fair way in my area, there has to be an understanding that the needs of people in rural locations are slightly different to those in the city. We have one bus every 2 hours in each direction. That needs to change if people are to be able to have access to the jobs and the lifelong learning that we hope are going to invigorate this part of Wales with new jobs and new opportunities.
I really like the idea of work hubs.
Where it's been proposed that people have their work in close proximity to avoid travel and to get all the satellite businesses that would grow round it so that we change having to concentrate on the local nearest town and all the travelling that involves.
I think that's an opportunity that's massively being missed because there are now so many jobs that require you to work from home. People don't have those opportunities because they don't have laptops, they don't have internet connection at home or wherever. That gives them that opportunities.
I'd really like to see less vehicles on the road and the vehicles that are on the road electric.
I firmly believe that we can generate all the power we need from renewable sources, and that is, I think, the number one most important issue.
Everybody needs to know that there's a better future for them, for their children, for their grandchildren, and everyone needs to have that same better future, regardless of your background, regardless of education, jobs, whether you drive. It needs to ensure that everyone has the same access to the same opportunities.
No one must be left behind, and we must march shoulder to shoulder in order to save the planet. We haven't got a spare one.